Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another Goodwill Blue Box unboxing. This will be bag 1 of 2. I'm going to do this bag today and then the next bag probably in a couple days after I get everything here all cleaned up and organized and everything. I hope you enjoyed as much as you enjoyed the last one, so without any further ado, let's just get into the bag. And I think I'll just pull it out a little bit at a time just so I can untangle it. Okay, so first up we have a bangle bracelet. That seems to be pretty standard for these boxes. You get quite a bit of bangle bracelets, and those two seem like they go together. Here we have a necklace, kind of bugle beads at the clasp, and a bunch of stone, and it feels like natural stone. Possibly turquoise. Lots of fun little variations within the stones. I actually like that. Might keep that one for myself. Moving right along, here we have a choker. I am not a big fan of chokers, so I don't think I will keep this one. And another choker. This box is from New Jersey. Maybe they're a big fan of chokers in New Jersey, not sure. And what we have here is like a bracelet on like a little rope that's braided. I do like the little turtles here. They're actually really cute. But I'm not a big fan of fabric bracelets. I may just salvage the beads and just scrap the rest. The thing with this box is you do a lot of untangling. Here we go. Just gotta move this off to the side. So here we have like a double strand necklace. It's like chain link between hoops and a thicker chain, kind of collarbone length. This is cute, but I'm not really a fan of tight necklaces. I just don't like the feeling of something tight around my neck like that. So this I may put on eBay. We have another choker necklace here. The beads are a little twisted. That'll probably go in a craft lot because they're really pretty beads. But just not for me. Next up is like a chain link bracelet, silver tone. I always fumble with this type of clasp. There we go. Pretty cute. Here we have a pair of turquoise hoop earrings. They do seem to have a little damage, so they'll probably go in a craft box. A loose earring attached to this choker. I'll probably just set all the earrings to the side and go through and pair them up later like I did last time. It's kind of like playing jewelry mahjong. Here we have yet another choker. I may have to do a choker lot on eBay, then maybe someone who's really into chokers can get a good deal. Choker. Here we have a letter N pendant on just like a little rope. Another bangle bracelet, very similar to the two we saw earlier. And this is a heavier bracelet. Opens like that. Pretty cute. earring. This is kind of a cool earring. It's like 2 long leaves. Like it. Another bangle similar to the others. I'll just put it with them. Here we have a bracelet. The beads are really pretty, but it's disappointing. It's strung on like just regular old string. I do have some elastic thread I ordered, like jewelry thread. I ordered it because there was a really nice bracelet in one of my last hauls that I love the beads on, but the string was horrible. So I thought, well, I can repair that. So I think maybe I'll restring these on some of that as well, just because I do really like the beads, but I hate the string. Okay, moving right along. That's a pretty earring. Hopefully I can find the mate. Heart earring. Little bracelet. This is pretty. It's got purple stones. Silver tone bracelet. It looks pretty small. I don't think it'll fit me, but maybe I can pass it along. Earring. And then a very short chain. It almost looks like an anklet. And here we have another choker. This one has pearls inset into lace. I'll put that in the choker stack. And this bracelet has some, feels like natural stone. It's really cool to the touch. And they're interspersed with gold tone links. That's really unique and really pretty. And here we have another choker for the choker pile. This one's got a really nice beaded design on it. If I was into chokers, I would like that one. Kind of a chandelier earring, very pretty. Hopefully I can find its pair. Short gold tone chain. Hoop earring with the bead. Here we have another short necklace. 5 larger gems. Really pretty. Some sparkle beads, and then kind of a brassy toned chain. Earring. Pair of hoops. I think I'll end up doing a really big earring lot, just for the fact that I don't really wear earrings. I have a really big sensitivity to a lot of metals. I do have pierced ears, but I so rarely wear earrings that I think I probably won't keep any of these. And another short gold tone chain, choker style. And a silver tone chain. Could even be silver, as it has quite a bit of tarnish to it. I may clean this one up and use it for the cross I had last week, where I didn't like the rope, but I did like the cross, so maybe I can use that for him. Okay, let's move right along. New stack. Whoa, this is really tangled. Okay, I'm going to do this as well as I can without breaking anything. I'll get this super long guy out of here first. There's no way I'm going to get him on camera in his entirety, so I'll just kind of scroll through him. He's a very long necklace. I would probably wear it doubled like this. I do love the colors in these beads. It's very me, so I think I will keep this. Little stretchy bracelet. Looks like it's for a child. Probably throw it in a craft lot. Okay, I've got a few things going on here. I think they're tangled together. So let's do our best to free them up. Okay, this first one is a bracelet. It's got these little red dangly beads and gold hoops. It's kind of pretty. Choker. Here's a pretty pendant. It's got like a glass gem on the end. And then it's got this really pretty chain that's like a double strand with beads every 2 inches or so. Very nice piece of costume jewelry. A little ankh on a string. This is interesting. It's like a necklace, kind of chainmail. Little extension clasp. That's pretty. I can see that with like a blouse. Okay, fighting another tangle. Here we go. Okay, so here we have kind of a mother of pearl style bracelet with little gold tone bars in between and a little clasp at the end. Feels like it's missing a piece right here. So I think we'll put that in the craft pile. There's actually no pile. I'm gonna have to sort all this out later. I'm just working with a really limited space here for filming where the light is good. Okay, oh my goodness. All right, we'll start by getting this little stretch bracelet out of there. Hoop earring. Another really pretty earring. In fact, I think I saw him already. Or maybe not, because this looks like the other one. Oh no, that's the other one from before. Okay. So here we have a pair. Very nice. Random price tag. Okay. Kind of these look like almost brassy coffee beans is what they remind me of on a dirty string. No bueno. Okay. Now this one is a little tangly, I can see. It looks like a necklace with a bunch of leaf patterned dangly bits. However, I can see he's going to be a challenge to get out of here. Oh boy. Tell you what, I'm going to pause the camera, take care of this big mess, and I will be back in a minute. Hi everyone, I'm back after about 45 minutes of heavy detangling. One of these necklaces does not play well with others, so I'm going to show it first just to get it away from everything else. So here we go. It's a very long, thin silver chain with these cute leaf details. Once I got it untangled from everything, I actually really liked it, but it is trouble with a capital T. I still might keep it though, it is kind of cute. And there was one other necklace that was being a little difficult, so I guess I'll show that one right away too, just because of the fact I don't want it to get all tangly again. It's like a multi-strand gold necklace with the oblong beads. It's really pretty, it's just very, very tangly. Put those two far away from each other. Okay, so next up we have this pointy little necklace. I've also got another little necklace with little medallions hanging from it. Very cute. This is just a simple bead, like a beaded necklace, strung on chain instead of like an elastic or anything. And here we have on like a gold rope, a little glass bead pendant. And this is just a simple silver rope type, very long chain. Got a little kink in it. See if I can work that out. Excuse me. And this is a gold tone bracelet, or not bracelet, necklace. Not sure what that is. Just a little stone. And it comes down to where it joins. And then it's got two chain tassels at the bottom there. Next we have a beaded necklace. It's a triple strand of like triple stranded twist together, joined up by these clusters. And then it comes down into like a series of beaded balls. It's very interesting. I'm going to try to clean it carefully just to make sure I preserve it, but it's really pretty. Prettier in person than on camera. Then we have kind of a statement type necklace. It's not really focusing in, but I'm trying to get that tag. Looks like just a floral design. Anyway, it's got some heavier beads in clusters, a little flower. And then it has beads on either side and comes up to the link. That's cute. Okay. Next up, this guy was a stinker as well because it's so dainty, the chain. that I had to be really careful not to break it while untangling. But it's a super thin chain that comes down to just the tiniest cross. Now this here is a curious item. Don't know about this dirty little bow, but at the end of this long kind of brass toned chain, which will need some cleaning, I found the most curious thing. A pendant with a cat with a mustache. Looks like maybe his school photo. Guys, this is so weird. I think I might have to keep it. I have to get rid of that dirty bow though. Back to more normal jewelry. Here's a gold tone chain. And it has a pendant of like a tusk or a dagger. Doesn't seem to be missing any stones. So that's pretty nice. Here we have just a sad rope of knots. That's going to go in the trash. And here we have a pendant. It's kind of like glittery stone. Looks like something you might get at maybe Claire's or something. Same with this. It's just a really lightweight palm tree. Maybe I'll put it out at my rummage sale when I can finally have one. It's the kind of thing a kid might pick up and like. And here we have a pair of earrings. And another pair of earrings already paired up, which is really nice. My hands are getting filthy. Then here's just a little cluster of single earrings. All right, time for the next group. Hopefully less tangled than the last. And I'll start off with a single gold hoop. And a gold toned jewel earring. Another single earring. Yet another single earring. That one's really pretty. Okay, a heavy black bracelet. It's got some pointy beads, kind of like that. I'm feeling it. Makes me feel like a bit of a tough guy. I'll keep that. Cuff bracelet. Oh, that's too bad. This is cute. It's a little ladybug chain bracelet, but it looks like it is held together by a safety pin. So I will put that in craft. Someone might want to do something with those ladybugs. Beads on a string, craft. Well, here's a tough guy necklace to wear with my tough guy bracelet. I could put my eye out. Next up, excuse me, we have a very intricate clasp on this pearl necklace. A little grit and filth around there, but I'll have to clean that carefully. And these pearls will have to be cleaned as well. Luckily, I did get some pearl cleaner, so I can give that a go. Actually, these look kind of fake. It looks like the pearl has rubbed off of some of them. So maybe they'll just go to crap. Someone might want to salvage the clasp. Next up, oops, there's an earring hiding in there. I saw him before though. Okay, oops, another. This is kind of like a heavy, like little gold coins with a little jewel in the center. It's got a lot of heft to it. Wide cuff bracelet. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then here we have just a assortment of loose earrings. I saw that rose earlier. I will pair those up after I clean them. A strange little ring. Okay, next load. And some of this may require untangling, we will see. Okay, first up is a memory wire bracelet, craft. Oh boy, okay. Let me see if this is something I can do quickly. So here's a chandelier earring. And then we have a necklace. Basically just braided strands of beads together. Okay. Here we have a clasp leading to a triple strand on either side. And then that leads down to, oops, there's an earring stuck in here. It looks like there may be something missing right here. Not sure. It's kind of like little gold balls. There's that random earring. Another choker. Okay, so now we have just these jet black shiny beads, long strand. And then they lead to this thing, and I don't know exactly what that is. Yeah, UFO, octopus, not sure. Interesting. Here we have some really neat acrylic beads. Unfortunately, they're on a dirty ribbon, so I will put that in craft, and maybe someone wants to save the beads for a project. And I'm not quite sure which way this one goes. Okay, here we go. It's just a clasp at top. And then it leads down to a single strand on either side, which comes down to this double. It's kind of hard to make it lay flat, but I'll give it my best shot. Okay, there we go. Interesting. All right, I need to make a little more room for the end of this. Here we have another rope full of knots. And then this, I'm thinking it's a ring. Not my style. And then we have a thin bracelet with some stones and a little clasp like that, adjustable. So you can kind of whoop, make it tighter, make it bigger. Okay. We're getting to the end here. Earring. These These look like little laughing Buddha heads. Very loose craft. Earring. Another earring. A piece of an earring. And another earring. That's kind of cool. I am seeing more paired earrings come up throughout this, so maybe I can actually make a bunch of pairs at the end of the day. Okay, we're on the last little bit here. Okay, so this is a snake ring. He's got his little head up here. Winds all the way around to his tail. Kind of cool. An earring, I just saw the other one. I saw this one earlier as well. And then I'll just stack some of these up together. I'll see what matches up, and then I'll hold the rest in case they come out in my other box. We have a choker. Surprise, surprise. And this kind of neat wooden bracelet. It looks like it's hand painted. It's very interesting. Has it on the other side as well. And then the final item of the box today is this kind of wide bracelet of these like little, I'm not sure what to call them, medallions maybe, with like a orange toned acrylic bead in the center. Fits my style, so I will probably keep it. Well, that is it for box number 1. A little bit hit or miss. I didn't see anything really brand name. A few things I'll probably metal test before I either move them along or keep them for myself. A lot of chokers, a lot of like lower end, I guess, mall jewelry, but some cute pieces, a cat with a mustache, some really interesting things. So I will go ahead and sort this out, clean it up. I'm trying to compile some things for eBay sale soon, so I'm going to start working on that, and then I will be back in a couple of days after I finish sorting and cleaning all this stuff to do the second box that I got. So until then, take care, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.